All right. Good morning, Montgomery County mamas. Julie and I are pleased to be here with you this morning. We have a special guest. First of all, I hope you guys had a great weekend and I hope you're staying warm. Like we actually get in the 60s today, which is
yay. Yeah, it's going to warm up. I'm ready to box up my sweaters. I'm done with this.
Oh, I am not. See, I would love a little bit more cold. I'd like a month more of it, but no.
I did my time with cold.
Yeah, I did. You lived in the cold. I've never had that like legitimate opportunity. So
no, I'm done.
Yeah. All right. So I moved up here in 2014 to this side of town for the second time. And Chelsea, I'm going to do a little intro for you, but when did you start your Elderberry business? I don't think it was very long after that, was it?
Yeah, it was 2017 is my official start date or start year, I should say.
Okay. So it's been so long that all I remember is the Elderberry Angel. Like I just know it feels like ever since I've been on this side of town that we've had an Elderberry Angel. That's what she calls it. So I have seen. Were you a homeschool mom at one point too?
Or no. I did during COVID, the 2020 thing when everybody was, at home. I wish I could. I'm not a homeschool mama. I couldn't handle it.
Oh, that's okay. So it was just, I think, the Crunchy group where I saw you for the first time. So all three of us are members of a group called Woodlands Crunchy Parents. And then when there's a Woodlands Crunchy Housewives, and there's a couple of offshoots, but literally anytime somebody asks a question about Elderberry, how many tags do you get? Like, I don't even know.
Gosh. I mean, it's so many. I have such an amazing following of loyal, longtime customers I've had for years. And it's really awesome because I will get probably 20 tags in one string of questions. So,
yes. So we brought Chelsea here to bring you the knowledge and drop the scoop about elderberry syrup, why it is important for our immunity, what other things, because I would assume that since you are so into elderberry, that's your health and wellness in general, that you know other ways that people can, try to ward off illness and maintain a strong immunity system during all of this nonsense that goes on, cold, flu season, et cetera. But I mean, I think elderberry is important all year.
Yes.
So, and one time I tried to buy some elderberries and make my own syrup. And I'm like, yeah, never mind. This is too much for me for this. So without further ado, Chelsea, our Elderberry Angel.
Hello. Thank you so much for having me.
You're welcome.
We've been doing this about 6 years now, and it's kind of, I've got a good rhythm down with brewing the syrup multiple times a week. And my thing is to keep it fresh and really awesome organic ingredients. I want my customers to have the highest quality of products in general for all of our supplements. And so when I brew, I do small batch brewing, and my family uses all of the products that I sell on my website. And they're kind of my little guinea pigs before I start any new product sales. But we take a teaspoon of syrup daily. I also, if you follow my Facebook page, you'll see that I kind of preach to have like a whole foods diet. And I think that is a huge part of staying healthy. And then, just that's the biggest part. A good sleep routine, I think, is really, really important to stay healthy. We all are very active. I do daily workouts, at least six times a week. And just in general, try to make just clean choices for even like skincare products and all that stuff. It all impacts your health, I think.
Oh, 100% agree. Like that's a whole big conversation. In fact, one of my sweet clients and friends put up something last night in Facebook group. Hopefully Andrea's here listening to us. She's like, I am now the person I swore I would never be. How do I convert all of the things? because it does all go together. I mean,
Yeah.
elderberry is only going to go so far if your toxic load is high.
Yes.
Yeah,
It's
so
overwhelming at first too when you try to do that the clean living thing, because there's a lot. I mean, even like the cleaning products in your house and your supplements, your food, the things you drink, everything plays a part. So yeah, for sure.
So, what would you tell people? What is an elderberry, and how does it help our immunity?
My knowledge is not so much scientific based, so I don't generally spout all of the the I mean, the health benefits are listed on my description of each ingredient that I use. But I mean, elderberries are grown native. They're all over Texas, actually. I have a bush in my backyard. I don't produce enough personally to use the berries in my backyard. I would need probably 40 bushes to keep up with the demand. But yeah, the elderberries themselves are super high in vitamin C, and they just generally just keep your immune system healthy. But the other ingredients in my syrup also will benefit your immune system as well. So it's a combination of all of those ingredients together that I feel like will help everyone.
Do you add any honey or anything like that to your elderberry?
Yeah, I use raw local honey.
Okay, awesome.
So that would mean, by my understanding, elderberry would also be great for combating seasonal allergies.
Yes. Yeah, it's fantastic for allergies.
Especially for right now. I know my little, she gets some allergies. So as long as they're over 1, for sure.
Yes.
That would be great.
Yeah, I make a honey-free version too. That is, I generally recommend that for babies that are 6 to 12 months. It would be a smaller dose, but that would also help with allergies and inflammation and all that stuff during allergy season.
Okay. How tell everybody what you find to be helpful in terms of consistency, amounts of elderberry for adults,
So my regular syrup that we sell is the daily recommended dose is a teaspoon, and that's for anyone 1 year and older. And I always tell people, of course, adults can take more, but our syrup is very potent, and we have found that a teaspoon daily works well for us, and we haven't needed to do more than that.
Okay.
But then also, if you do get sick, we recommend a teaspoon every 4 hours to clear up your symptoms more quickly.
Awesome. So what else would you like people to know about elderberry and health and wellness? And
I think just for us being consistent with taking that, we take the daily teaspoon of syrup with our multivitamin. So the multivitamins also help. People are generally deficient in so many things because everybody's diet is not as clean as it should be. And it's hard to get nutrients with the processed foods that are in our grocery stores these days.
mm-hmm.
So I would just also, recommend the whole foods diet, and I don't know. We have other products like golden milk. I love for inflammation. I also
tell me about that. What is golden milk?
The golden milk is so good. It's I think in like Starbucks they would call it turmeric latte. I make it with almond milk, and it's basically just turmeric, almond milk, raw local honey, black pepper, because that helps to absorb the turmeric for the anti-inflammatory properties, cinnamon, and then a little bit of ginger. And it's really awesome before bed. I feel like it helps me sleep really well, knocks me out for, you can toss and turn. And when I drink this, it knocks me out. And I don't really even know the science behind why, but I just love that it works.
Okay, I'm totally looking at this golden milk right now.
I know I've included the links in the chat, but I also, and I want to hear your comment, Chelsea, but my girlfriend who's a crunchy nurse practitioner, love her. I've asked her about ways to naturally treat symptoms of ADHD, and turmeric also is
cool.
one of the big ones for that, but coffee also does too. But I don't want to drink coffee right before bed, but like say in the afternoon, you really need to focus, but you can't do caffeine. I wonder if the golden milk would help with that, with the turmeric type of supplement. So this is not medical advice. This is just what I put online. I'm just disclaiming that I'm not a medical professional, blah, blah, blah. But
right.
I think that would be really interesting. I also see, what is angel fuel and elderberry sea moss? We want to know all the things.
Yeah. Yeah. We have just like gone through over the years, tried all of these things. The angel fuel, my husband actually developed that. He was training for the Woodlands Marathon. And he was using like the honey stinger gels and stuff to fuel him during his races and his workouts and stuff. And I was like, well, my syrup has, the raw local honey, and I think that would be an awesome, place to start with something like that. And he ended up creating this recipe that had the salts to replenish, that you lose during your workout. And so we used like a Celtic sea salt in that. And then it's a little bit of the elderberry syrup and a little bit of pure maple syrup.
So this is angel fuel, right? We're talking about.
That's angel fuel.
Oh my God. That.
Yeah, and it actually he trained for the marathon and was like, he swore by it. And I have a few customers that swear by it for their training too. So that one hasn't taken off as quickly as I thought it would, but I do have consistent people that love it and use it.
Well, it's very new. I think people don't know that it's a sister product, but what it does. Do you have sorry, I'm all over the place. My ADHD meds have not come in yet, but can you tell us do you have a storefront anywhere or anything that we can go and look at the products and purchase them, whether a farmer's market or something?
Yeah, so there's a few different businesses in the area that carry my products. None of them have golden milk or angel fuel. They generally carry like the elderberry syrup, gummies, sea moss, but you can find most of those at Katie's Holistic Offerings in the Woodlands. In the Montgomery area, it's at Serenity Salt Spa and Montgomery Body Works. And then we're also in Waller at Kingdom Oaks Farm and Ranch. We're in Houston at Family Tree Chiropractic. Am I getting everyone? Who am I forgetting? 7 locations.
We need to share these to the moms so that they can pop in.
Yeah, a new chiropractic in Magnolia, Texas Iron Republic in Magnolia. And then I also offer local delivery and nationwide shipping. So I try to get it to you in any way that I can.
So I have a question on this golden milk. We have a lot of people with nut allergies, and I specifically don't have one, but I have been wondering lately if almond milk is a little bit inflammatory for me. I'm not sure. How much does this taste like turmeric? Because I don't like the taste of that. And B,
I know.
is there a way to make it with like a coconut milk or?
Yeah. That's one thing that I've always been really good about is I'm happy to work with anybody with their dietary restrictions or needs. And I am always a very inclusive producer of products because I want everybody to have those health benefits available to them. So yeah, I can absolutely make it with coconut milk. And then the turmeric flavor is not super strong. It's a really delicious drink. It's mild, but even if you said to me, I don't want as much turmeric, I'm happy to put a little bit less if that would, you would prefer that.
And then what is the deal with this other syrup, the organic citrus aronia elderberry syrup? It looks like it has a lot of benefits I didn't see on the other one.
Yeah, the aronia berries I made that last year for the first time. I have a whole list I do all this research and make notes of everything. But yeah, that was just another product that I added that. And then the citrus, because citrus is in season during like the colder winter months, and it helps with your, the vitamin C and cold and flu recovery. So that was really, really popular. It's a more kid-friendly one, I think, because I don't put clove in this one. And the kids love it because it's a little bit sweeter with the citrus juices.
That would be me.
Yeah. Because my syrup had my regular syrup has a stronger like ginger, like spicy flavor, which I love, and it's it's popular with most people, but some people every once in a while will be like, oh, the clove's kind of strong for me, or this ginger's kind of strong for me. So this one's a little bit more mild and kid friendly, I guess.
Yeah, well, that might fit me. I mean, so full disclosure, I know like 150,000 people that use your elderberry syrup, but I've been drinking one for a long time myself that has it has a honey flavor to it. And I've stuck with it because it's the only elderberry syrup I've ever found that I'm like, oh, I can really drink this. It's actually yummy.
Mm-hmm.
So that makes me think I would like your kid one.
Yeah, it's
I don't think it tastes bad at all. It's compared to the medication that's out there and then like the cherry flavored garbage on the market, real natural elderberry, it tastes so good. I put it in when I'm sick, I like glug it into hot tea and I'm just like, my kids, Leighton like drops it neat in her mouth. Like she's just like, yeah, more berry juice. Hit me again. It's so good and it's so fresh.
Yeah, it's funny that I will attend different markets. I have the La Bolle market coming up this Saturday, and people that are not familiar with elderberry syrup, and they think it's like a pancake syrup kind of thing, and it's not like that at all. So I'll have somebody take a sample, and I've had people just be like shocked, like, oh my gosh, by the flavor, just because they don't know what it's supposed to taste like. But if you will compare our syrup to like a grocery store version that you would buy, oh my gosh, it's such a drastic.
Oh, I wouldn't even
yeah.
Not even close. Not even close. Okay. I think I might need to order some of that that citrus one. Like that.
We need to do like a tasting of all of this stuff. But okay, so Kayla knows this. Kayla's hanging on in the chat here. So we want to hear about the sea moss, but basically Kayla's kids were getting sick back to back. And so I sent her like a list of all my favorite like supplements and little remedies and stuff that I have. And she's like, oh, what is this? And my husband knows I love more natural supplements. I'm like, oh, this might be
Kayla. Ask her about what a silky mom is.
What is a silky mom? I've heard of soggy mom. What's a silky mom?
So like I think it was one of the nights when we had the ladies over in the neighborhood and we were talking about healthy things. And I was like, I think that what people call you is like a silky mom because they're not quite sold out for all the crunchy stuff, but she is more so. She would be like an in-between, which I'm kind of. So like there's way crunchy on the right side. And then there's way silky on the left. I don't even know why they call it that. And then I would be like mid to the right of the crunchy, probably. Because I still have some plastics.
You're further than you think, but
I probably am.
Your pantry and nutrition is that way. It's just that I have to let you all know this.
Are you calling me out about my wooden spoon that I don't have?
The woman has one of the cleanest diets and nutrition as a whole that I've ever met, but she didn't have a wooden spoon. She's been cooking with plastic. And I just thought, I need the world to know that this is scary, but now I've got it off my chest, so I feel better. But we have questions about the sea moss. And I want to because I've heard about sea moss. It sounds disgusting. And so I need you to like myth bust this and tell me why we need it because everybody's telling us we need it. Do we need it? Why?
And what does your sea moss taste like? Because I actually got some sea moss a few weeks ago and I got like a strawberry one and it took me a few days to like kind of get used to it. What does your sea moss taste like and what does it do?
So it mostly tastes like my elderberry syrup because I blend it with that. And for me, the sea moss or the thing about the sea moss that is like off-putting is the texture because mine is very thick. I don't water it down. It's literally blended with sea moss and elderberry and that's it. So when I first started using it, the texture was just like so much for me. So I always suggest to people to blend it into a protein shake or a smoothie just to get those benefits and not have to worry about the thick texture of it. But people tell me that they love eating it right off the spoon. So
that's what I'm doing with the one I got.
Yeah.
What are the benefits? This is like a brand new thing that I've heard the term, but I don't even know what they are.
So the thing that I tell people most of the time that I think is the biggest benefit is that sea moss will get excess mucus out of your body. And that is the biggest thing. And that is when that horrible cough was going around, I was absolutely swamped with sea moss orders because it works quickly. I had someone tell me that it worked within the first 2 days.
Oh, Kayla, you needed that sea moss.
Yeah, it's crazy. And it's literally like, I recommend 1 to 2 tablespoons daily. And I think people were noticing the benefits like the second day. And then as they were continuing to take it, they noticed that it just completely cleared it up and it was gone.
Need that for RSV season, like crazy.
Yes. Yep.
That's crazy.
Everyone wants to know if kids can take it. And I think the answer is yes.
Yeah, as long as they're over a year old, because it does have the elderberry syrup in it. But it also has a lot of fiber, so it's supposed to help with weight loss. It helps with energy levels, inflammation as well. What else? And it also has the benefits of building your immune system. So that combined with the elderberry syrup, it's just like, I think everybody needs to be taking the sea moss.
Has anyone ever had you come do like a tasting of things?
No. I mean,
that's legitimately a great idea.
Yeah,
I have a whole neighborhood full of women that like love all the new things.
Yeah, that would be fun. It's when I'm preparing for my markets that I go to, I generally take almost all of the products that I have. I like the golden milk. Obviously, it's milk, so it needs to stay refrigerated. So that one's kind of harder. But if somebody will tell me beforehand that they want it, I'll bring it for them to get. But yeah, I try to give out just samples of whatever I'm selling, and I have a bottle of the magnesium mist if people want to use it while they're standing there. So, but yeah, I think a tasting would be fun. And it's a great way to get people exposed to stuff that they've never tried before too.
Yeah, I that was a really good idea, Julie.
Oh, did I say that?
Yes, you said you have a tasting of all.
I say a lot of things. So.
that is not a lie. Okay, I love it.
What's the black seed Nigella sativa honey?
So that's the black seeds are like an Indian seed that they usually grind up and use in cooking and stuff. But I toast those and then grind them and then blend it with the raw local honey. And it's basically a medicinal honey. You can use it if you have infections. It's like anti-everything, basically anti-inflammatory. And I would recommend that if somebody's really sick and trying to kick a cold that would generally need like antibiotics.
So the black seed, I have a question about that. So I've heard it like really pulls out infection and toxins, but I've only heard it like topically used. So this would be, you would ingest it.
Yeah.
But I'm seeing it's like an antifungal. So have you ever applied it for like skin infections or anything like that? Have you experienced anything like that?
I haven't personally, but I've read about that being beneficial, and especially if it was with a manuka honey. I think manuka honey is supposed to be used topically for a lot of different like eczema and stuff like that.
Awesome. I have another question. Sorry, I have so many questions. What are you working on making now? Like, what are you working on next?
So people have been requesting the fruit flavored sea moss, and I did make that a couple of weeks ago and it sold out immediately. It was a small batch, so I definitely need to do more, and I need to do probably maybe a few more flavors, but I did mango sea moss, pineapple, and strawberry.
Ooh, because you said put it in smoothie, so that would be good.
My new sea moss dealer.
Yeah.
Sorry. Oh, yeah. Yeah.
So going to dabble in any tallow, and if not, what tallow do you use?
I love Sunkissed Tallow Apothecary. Julie is amazing. I buy hers at Katie's Holistic Offerings in the Woodlands, but she's also at the Montgomery County Farmers Market. And she's such a sweet person. I trust her with the quality of the products that she uses. And my skin, I put the towel on before bed and it is amazing. Like I will wake up with plump, just super moisturized skin.
That's awesome. Well, so
Yeah.
we
You
talked
said
about your.
Katie?
Sorry, go ahead.
Sorry?
Katie's Holistic Offerings.
I know. I'm
Yeah,
trying to find it.
I can't find it.
It's on Sawdust Road in the Woodlands.
No, like on Facebook. How do you spell it?
It's Kady.
Oh. There we go. Okay, go ahead with
We
your.
want to go there and buy all of your stuff and support local businesses. That's really good.
Mhm.
Okay, so we talked about nutrition, cleaning up diet. Let's talk about like the first 3 things that you do buy when you go grocery shopping, and the top 3 things you do not ever buy. You won't find it in your house because it's
So grocery shopping, I try to stay on the perimeter of the store, but I was just talking to my husband yesterday because even the stuff in the grocery store anymore, I don't feel like is as clean as it needs to be. So we're trying to shop at the farmers markets as often as we can with as many products as we can. But grocery store, I buy tons of produce. My kids eat fruit like it's going out of style, and just seasonal stuff. So whatever is in season. We have a basket full of oranges right now, bananas, and then veggie wise, my kids are so picky about vegetables. It's such a pain. They're good with broccoli, so we always buy broccoli every week. Cucumbers, carrots, celery, those things are generally pretty safe. But the thing that drives me nuts, my kids generally pack their lunches for school. So I pack their lunches every day and they go to school. And my sons especially are sitting next to friends that have Takis, which we will not buy because they have the red 40 and they've had them before, and you can see an instant change in behavior with the dyes in the food. So we're trying to avoid dye products in general because you can just tell a difference when they have that stuff. But also, I think my grocery list also contains eggs always. We eat a ton of eggs, sourdough bread, and avocados. I literally eat the same breakfast every day that includes those things. And I don't know. What else do we avoid? Probably my worst thing that I have not been able to kick yet that makes me completely not crunchy is the sugar and then like Diet Coke. They're my worst. And I try not to.
Good. That one is not good.
I know, it's terrible. And I try
like a wooden spoon, but worse.
Yeah. I don't buy soda for our house, so we generally just kind of drink like water, coconut water, like not anything else besides that, the milk. So I kind of will have like the Diet Coke because if we go out to eat somewhere, but I can even tell.
Crispy.
Yeah.
Crispy Diet Coke, Chelsea.
Yes. And I know it's my family likes to point out, like, even though I do all of these healthy things, you still have Diet Coke. So I know that that's one thing that I definitely need to eliminate, but
we all have something.
Yeah.
Well, I think this has been awesome. Thank you, Chelsea, for coming on to share all your goodness with the moms. And we're going to put I think Julie's been putting links and stuff as we go.
Yeah, I just found this Katie's Holistic Offerings. So we let's go out there and support some local moms and local small businesses. I love that. I think this would be such a great gift I was going to ask, elderberry syrup, once it's prepared and we pick it up from you or you locally deliver it, and the golden milk, is it called golden milk? I'm sorry. Yeah. How long are they good, and do they need to be refrigerated? The milk, yes.
So I recommend refrigerating the syrup just because it extends the shelf life, but the honey that is in the syrup is a natural preservative. So it really should last. If you don't refrigerate it, I would say a month, but I've actually never had a bottle go bad. I would look out for fermentation, mold maybe on the outside rim or in the lid, probably.
It looks or smells off. gone. But that, other
Sorry?
than that, but if it looks off or smells off, it's
Yeah.
gone bad. But that, other than that,
Yeah. Refrigerated, it will last 3, 4, 6 months probably. I've never seen it go bad refrigerated. But the golden milk is milk, so that I usually say 1 to 2 weeks on that one.
okay.
So I recommend using that, completely, like daily if you can, to make sure you get the full use of it.
Right. Oh, that's awesome. Where do you get your sourdough?
Miracle City Bakery. So I'm at Goodgrass, Small But Mighty Market the third Sunday of the month, and Miracle City Bakery is there. So I stock up on sourdough while we're there. It is absolutely phenomenal sourdough bread.
So good. Oh my gosh, this looks
Yeah, it's so good. And then Katie's Holistic Market also carries it. So if we go through ours too quickly, then that's a closer location for me to grab some more.
So
she has like so many things. Oh my.
I have to have gluten-free, all of the things. My husband is primarily gluten-free, but he has discovered that if it is a high quality starter that he can eat and it's clean, he can eat regular sourdough. And I know that there's a lot of people like that. Unless you have an autoimmune or celiac, if you're gluten-free, if the sourdough is clean, then they usually can tolerate it. And he's discovered he can. Would you consider the sourdough that she sells there in that category?
Oh yeah. It's Wildflower Bakery, and she does the best. I mean, if I didn't have the Miracle City stuff easily accessible, I would be using Wildflower. But also for gluten-free, have you tried Navarro Bakery? They're also at the Goodgrass Farms Market.
Oh yeah. They have good stuff. And I have a gluten-free sourdough starter that I have not made yet.
Oh, cool.
But for him, he really liked having he liked eating it was like had an herb in it. I don't remember what it was that somebody made, and they brought it over here. And Wildflower Baking Company, I think that's the wrong one. I found one in Wolf City. That's not.
Okay. No, let me see.
Montgomery?
I think she is in Montgomery. Let me pull up her page real quick.
This makes me happy.
Let's see.
There's also one in Midlothian. There's a lot of Wildflower.
Yeah, it's a cute name.
Gluten-free.
I'm not sure if I don't make sourdough, but I don't even know. Would they make that with like almond flour, or how is that? Is it gluten-free flour?
Yeah.
Okay.
The one for me is gluten-free flour, but he had some, and it was really really good. He really liked it a lot.
Let's see. Why am I not pulling up her page? Watch me say that it was the wrong the name of the bakery.
I have Navarro's. I'm putting a lot of these in the comments. This is an entire list of gluten-free goodies: cinnamon rolls, muffins, scones, and then they have egg and dairy-free for allergens and stuff like that. I know so many kids that, like moms who are cutting out different things for kids who are like, do you have an egg sensitivity and all of that? So, I mean, they have paleo chocolate chip cookies.
Oh yeah, they have a lot of stuff.
Wildflower Eatery.
Okay.
That's what it is, not bakery. It's Wildflower Eatery. And she has everything. She does bagels and like muffins and sourdough and donuts even, I think.
We need to do a taste of Montgomery County, Ellen. We need to.
I can't find that one either. Wildflower Eatery.
I'll send you a link for it.
Send it to me. All right. Well, we will wrap up now so everybody can go on with their day.
Oh, Let me
So-
tell you really quick. For today, since I was talking to you guys, I have a special on my website. If people want to go in and get a free 4-ounce travel bottle and use discount code MCMC.
Awesome.
Amazing.
It's listed on my Facebook page in case anybody forgets. You can go check that out and get that deal. It's just today only.
Thank you, Chelsea. I appreciate
Thank
it.
you so much for having me.
All right.
Awesome talking to you guys. Have a good day.
Bye.